we've set the grounds rules. I will afterwards you get the opportunity. If there's something that you think needs to be corrected, you get the opportunity. So, Honorable Deputy Leader.
Mr. Speaker, in the 2026 budget, the only mention of a figure is the 6.6 million. And I have also taken note that the same budgetary allocation that was given in 2025 has been repeated in the 2026 budget. What are we trying to say? Once you've mentioned that you are now going to add the free senior high education, how are we to digress this? What is at stake? Is there the need for funding a balance that you need to introduce before you can add on the SHS students? Or we take it that what has been reported to be 6.6 million, for which cost was 292.4 cedis, is the absolute that can cater for all the girls in both basic and senior high secondary school. Another issue about the sanitary pad is that, Mr. Speaker, I want to let you know that when the issue of pricing was raised on this floor, I couldn't really understand what the issues were. So I had to go to the market myself to go and find out what are the prices. We are looking at a pack of 12, and if I do my mathematics well, it still gives me the figure of 45 cedis per pack. I want the minister to be confirming. This is a pack of 12. Can this pack of 12 be sold out at 45 cedis? This is the copy, one of the sanitary pads that were distributed. That is another one. And they all portray different prices far below the 45,000 that we are talking about. So there are different types of sanitary pads and all below the figure of 20 cedis. So as I indicated, we couldn't really get the import of what has been reported to us, that 292.4 million cedis have been spent on 6.6 million sanitary packs. Honorable, I think in our submission, I also heard about a comment that we in the minority side are not in favor of the distribution of the sanitary pad. That is totally incorrect. I want to state it here and now that we all advocated for the distribution of the sanitary pad. But my only concern here, another concern, is the fact that when school was reopening for the new semester, in addition to the prospectus that was given to the senior high education, senior high schools, contained the supply, the need for parents to buy those sanitary pads to cater for them. Honorable members, we are here to support a worthy cause. And we believe that it is important that if we want to implement this program well, it is for the good of the people of this country. We are all representatives of the people in Ghana. And I would like to implore on each one of us that the implementation of the sanitary part must be done and done well. Honorable, one other issue about the gender is women are about 52% of our population. And we have it on record. Yet the budget fails to reflect any meaningful gender-sensitive analysis. It is important that all the programs that were mentioned and all the programs that you are promoting out there, I repeat, that must be
Leader. Honorable members, leader, respectfully, we set the grounds rule. I've already indicated to him that I'm not allowing that. So after the leader has spoken, then we will find a way. If there's any correction, then, but just interjecting, no, I wouldn't allow that. So, honorable leader, just go on. Honorable deputy minority leader. Who?
Mr. Speaker, there was a contribution from our side of the House. It was not to discourage the program, but the suggestion was to seek the possibility of manufacturing these sanitary pads, whereby the government could introduce on a regional basis an industry looking at the large sums of money that is going to be applied to it. We can be introduced on a regional basis and create more jobs, which will be very obvious to everybody, the job creation that you are talking about. Many of the initiatives mentioned sound good on paper, Mr. Speaker, but they are not evidence-based. I do not see anywhere in the 2026 budget a clear articulation of how the programs would directly impact the lives of the women that I've been advocating for. If this House is to approve this program, then we insist on specificity. The budget must provide the actual numbers. How many women are going to benefit from all these programs? Mr. Speaker, you will agree with me. You will agree with me that if we want economic growth, women cannot be left out of it. And there should be a conscious effort and a deliberate effort to ensure that whatever programs we are churning out there, women will be the major beneficiaries of those programs. Mr. Speaker, I cannot simply allow programs to be listed without evidence. The clarity of numbers and gender disaggregation data must guide how we project growth and how we evaluate its effect on women. Mr. Speaker, there is a clear failure by this government to neglect the gender budgeting, and it is agreeing girls. And it's violating the CEDA commitments and the NDC's commitment to achieve 30% women representation target by 2026. How many cabinet ministers do we have?
How many?
And how many are women?
How many appointees?
How many are appointees? Honorable Speaker, it is interesting to note that Ghanaians have had high expectations of we politicians, especially the NDC, having come out to appoint a first woman vice president. It was everybody's expectation that by now we should have started implementing the Affirmative Action Gender Equity Act. Mr. Speaker, if I look at page 1 of the bills, item 4, among the bills that have to be presented, what am I seeing? There is a clear evidence or absence of the regulatory framework that will be required to implement the Affirmative Gender Equity Act. What has happened to it? 1 year down the line, we don't know where we are going. It is the expectation of Ghanaians, because you have shown the light and we were expecting that you are definitely going to do something about it. We need to ensure that whatever you promise does not become a failure. It was noted in the 2025 budget that 50 million have been assigned for the Women's World Banking. 51 million. Now we are adding on 401. What has it been? What we need to know is that, was the money disbursed? No. What are we going to do to implement? Because we don't have any guidelines as to how to implement those monies. They have actually been allocated, but without any guidelines for its implementation. Honorable members, you will remember that you know that there are so many programs, policies that can be, when mentioned, that can be described as good policies. But the implementation alone can turn it into a bad policy. So I don't see why you should be up and hailing and clapping because of programs that don't even have the basis for implementation. There is a modern budget must present a gender tagged results framework, beneficiaries, expected outcomes, regional targeting, and indicators. this budget does not meet that. Ghana cannot claim to be serious about inclusiveness of women's economic participation. That appears only as a paragraph in a long document. Honorable Speaker, it is important for us to know that as we stand here and present our budget, let us turn to the matter that affects the dignity of education and well-being of millions of girls. The free sanitary pad. I'm emphasizing again. It is a program that must be done and done well. So, what I expect from you is to come up with clear guidelines, clear figures. I want us to invite the ministry here to give us a good account of what has been done for us by the expenditure of 292 million cedis. And if 292 was not enough in the 2025 budget, why is the same amount being allocated? Mr. Speaker, I'd like to plead with you that we have to take note of that, and that answer must be solicited from the implementers of that program. Is the government planning to cut the program? Or were the earlier figures inflated to justify excessive expenditure? Mr. Speaker, I am moving on to where the amount of the 452 million cedis from last year 2025 to this year to next year 2026. I want to ask, if the private sector is leading the initiative, what is the 110 million doing? I'm talking about the 24-hour economy. Which sectors does it target? Who are the expected beneficiaries? Is it for the private sector? Then I go straight to unemployment. Mr. Speaker, recent reports indicate that 70,000 trained nurses, midwives, laboratory technicians, and other health professionals remain unemployed after completing state-regulated training. Yesterday, the minister was around to inform us that he's only going to employ 15,000 people. What is going to happen to our nurses? I intend to bring it to your attention that we were here when a contributor mentioned that you are building cheap compound on every district, metropolitan or municipal assembly, and ultimately you are going to have 276 cheap compound. Who are the staff that are going to be engaged to do that? Because currently, at a time when the CHIPS compound are understaffed, district hospitals are operating below capacity. And then let us also look at the issue of allocated billions to flashy promises and politically convenient programs. then surely we can space in the budget to employ nurses and midwives whose skills shall save lives. It is important that this issue is brought to the fore for discussion, a general discussion. What has nurses done to this government for them to be trained and be left alone? What has nurses done to this government? It is important that you look at the avenues of doing that. You have only allocated 100 million to support the one district, one hospital issue. Agenda 111. But you have not trained the trained nurses. You want them to fly off to other places to go away.
What have they done? What the teachers and nurses have done?
So, what have the nurses done? What have the teachers done to this government that they are not being taken care of? And there are no provision for them to absorb them into the system to work. What have they done? It is important that we know that something will be done about the 70,000 people. If you are not going to be able to absorb 70,000 people, where are you creating the 800,000 jobs? Is it a sin to be a teacher or a nurse? Is it a sin to be a teacher or a nurse? Why are you ignoring this group of people? It is important.
Why are you against the teachers?
It is important that we ensure that you pay attention to them, because a good chunk of money, has been spent to train them, and it is important that these people are given the necessary attention and employment they need. What have teachers and nurses done to our finance minister for not making the right provision for them to be absorbed into the system?
Honorable Leader, be winding up.
Honorable Mr. Speaker, the fundamental question Ghanaians continue to ask is simple. Where are the jobs?
Yes.
You promised the youth of this country.
Yes.
Let us be specific.
Yes.
How many jobs have been created under the 24-hour economy? How many jobs have been created through the National Coders Program?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Leader.
Speaker, we may have to go back to want to vary. What's this? Okay, Speaker. As you directed, the Honorable Dr. Park, Deputy Minister for Education, wants an opportunity to correct one or two information put out by the Deputy Minority Leader. So, Mr. Speaker,
Honorable Leader, I guess Honorable Commenter Park has not taken his turn. Has he taken his turn?
Mr. Speaker, no.
If he has not taken his turn,
it's not debate. It's not commenting today. Today is the last day for
fine.
members.
So you should note it down. Anytime, please.
Mr. Speaker,
we set the ground rules
Mr.
for
Speaker,
every.
Mr. Speaker, please. Mr. Speaker, please. We, at plenary, set out some guidelines to moderate the debate and the commentary, I should say. But it's also our rule that where the comments breach Order 122, it's permissible for a member to interrupt the comments and to set the matters aright. And please, and instead of interrupting, you directed that if he's so minded, he should note down the issues. Please stop these things, please. So that when the Honorable Minority Leader was done, then he could be given some minutes to set the issues. Mr. Speaker, that is all we do. That is all we do.
Honorable Leader, you see,
Mr. Speaker,
I have to be straightforward and principled on
yes,
this.
Mr. Speaker.
I mean, I have not allowed anybody. So my friend Clement knows that if there's opportunity, I'll give him. So Clement, just dot whatever mistakes you think the deputy leader just came up with. You get opportunity, then you address it. You see, I want the debate or the commentary to be flowing, and it will limit the time of wasting, because somebody will be interjecting, another one will interject, and today at least the debate has flowed. So please, Honorable Clement, just bear with me. I wouldn't allow any interjections. So if he's debating, we will allow that.
Mr. Speaker, I indicated that it's not among those who comment on the statement today.
Then tomorrow,
Mr. Speaker, tomorrow the leaders are concluding. The leaders are concluding. So our rules permit.
Leader,
Speaker.
Then why can't he pass it on to the next person who is coming to? It's the same. Just pass it on to someone.
Mr. Speaker, our next commentator is Dr. Park. Debate.
Yes, so Dr. Park can debate. So he's debating.
Thank you.
His name is not here, but once.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, if his name is not here, it means one person is already automatically gone. So
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
Clement, hold on.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we know for a fact that Dr. Park is not listed to speak today.
Yes.
If that application has been made by the Chief Whip, then you should be notified as to whose name you are deleting from the list before you. It has to be clear. It has to be very clear. We don't want anything.
Well. Today we are debating 9-9.
Mr. Speaker, Honorable Buama, please. I listen to you in silence. Mr. Speaker, I prayed that you permit the Honorable Dr. Park to comment on the statement with your leave. You indicated that if we were so minded, then he could comment today, when clearly tomorrow he won't have the opportunity. So I took advantage of that and asked that he should be permitted to comment. Why should this generate?
Honorable members, I don't think we need to split our heads in this.
What is this?
Today we have 9-9. So now that Honorable Clement Park has come in, I mean the 9th person automatically off. So the 9th person, Honorable Dixon Shiredria, is the 9th person according to the list they provided. So leader.
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, there was an agreement. The agreement was that the deputy minority leader will close the day. It was left with 1 from there and 2 from here. Honorable Majority Chief Whip should not introduce anything new. When I was leaving the chamber, the understanding was that there was going to be 1 here, we come back, and deputy leader will finish. That is why Honorable Habib made the application for deputy minority leader to hold on for a colleague to debate before, because she is a leader.
That is right.
Yeah, so
In
there
a way.
cannot be any, Mr. Speaker. Therefore, that ends the matter. There can be another opportunity.
Leader, the arrangement was that we will give some people to comment, then we'll come and do a bill, then we will resume another commentary, then we come to another session. We have some commemorative even statement to make. So we decided that we'll do 2-2, then later on we do 2-2. So my part was the second part. We still have 4-4 to go.
Mr. Speaker, I know all that, but I'm saying that what the Chief Whip indicated was that they had 1 available, so we should do 1, 2, and then we'll break and do other things and come back. What I'm saying is that this new arrangement where he now says Clement Apak is going to speak, it is not part of the understanding we reached. So if you want Mr. Apak to debate, that is fine, to replace Honorable Dixon, whose constituent? No, but that is it. That's the list. Yes, but Mr. Speaker says so on. Mr. Speaker says so on record. Mr. Speaker, let us know who is replacing. He has brought you a list. We want to know who, because another colleague has his constituency. No, because the Speaker mentioned this is not me. No, but we've not been given the chance. I am on the floor. Let me finish. But Speaker has already placed it in the hands of Mr. Speaker. Which name is Honorable Apak replacing?
Honorable members, I don't see why you should be struggling in this. The 2 lists are here. 9-9. We've already covered 4-4, so we are left with 5-5. So what it means is that once Dr. Clement Apak is coming in, the last person on the list may not get the opportunity to speak. I've mentioned the name.
Mr. Speaker, the minority leader shouldn't do this. It shouldn't create disaffection for this leadership. We don't interfere with his selection. So it should not interfere with our selection.
I share with you.
So don't do that.
I share with
Mr. Speaker, we've already given you names.
Yes.
Anytime we want to vary, amend, we are to indicate.
Yes.
What I am asking most respectfully, humbly, is that for the purpose of clarity, the respected senior counsel, who is the Chief Whip for the majority caucus, should indicate to us who among the 4 remaining speakers he is replacing Honorable Clement Apakwe. We need to know.
Leader, you don't need to know because leader, when you made changes, you just brought the changes to me, and I took it here. I will just mention who is next to speak. So if they are making changes, the changes will just have to come to me, and the person who is next on the line will speak. So, leader, you've already made changes. Your minority leadership have already made changes. So if they are making changes, I don't think it's anything. So, yeah, go and give it to them. So they should change the one. Yes, my part.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to get an understanding here, because before we started, we recommenced the debate. The agreement was that since they started, we had one outstanding on our side. And therefore, if we take one from their side, I'm also going to, so it's going to be 1-2. Then we move on to another business. What is the understanding now? Are we going to continue with the debate? And is Dixon out as it was requested?
Honourable members, please.
Mr. Speaker,
we started the debate from the majority side. I'm coming.
What is
we started the debate from majority side. Then we came to minority side. Then when we got to a certain point in time, we did the bill. Then when we did the bill, the minority had already done 2, and you have done, majority has done 3, you have done 2. So that's why in the second round, they have done 1 and we have done 2. So it's now 4-4 at par.
Mr. Speaker, what I wanted to find out is, are we continuing the debate?
We are going to continue.
Is Dixon out?
We will, depending on the pressure of the leadership, we may pause to do something else, but we will continue. We have 9 to cover. We will continue till the end. If the leadership decides that we should pause and do something else, we
have to come into an agreement of what we want to do. Because you gave us the understanding that after my debate, we are going to do something else. And the Minister for Finance is here to continue that. But you cannot continue the debate.
Why can we not continue with the comments? We are taking.
Your boss is there.
Please. Honorable Deputy Minority Leader.
Yes, I'll come in.
We'll take one more comment from
one
our
more
side.
Comment from
and
here.
That will vary order of business.
No.
Why? You can't say no.
Honorable.
You can also take one more.
Honorable Deputy.
So why was this so difficult for you to say?
Honorable majority whip. We've already taken 4 years. We've taken 4 years. So once we take Honorable Clement Apakwe, we take another 1 year. We pause and do the bill.
So why was it so circuitous?
So Honorable Clement Apakwe, you have 15 minutes, please.
15 minutes.
Thank you. Most grateful, Honorable Speaker, for giving me the opportunity to contribute to the debate on the 2026 budget statement and economic policy of the John Dramani Mahama-led NDC government, as presented by the Honorable Atufosi. Honorable Speaker, given that yesterday the Minister for Education was here and did justice to the budget with regards to education, I would like to confine my comments to the matter pertaining to the allocation of 292 million Ghana cedis towards the procurement and distribution of sanitary pads for our students from upper primary to junior high school. Mr. Speaker, in doing so, it is only proper that I correct some misinformation that came up yesterday during the debate and has been repeated a little while ago. Mr. Speaker, the Ministry of Education, which is the ministry mandated to operationalize this far-reaching and life-changing policy, which sought to eliminate barriers that prevented our girl children from maximizing educational opportunities, has achieved some dividend. In the 2025 budget, 292 million Ghana cedis was allocated for the procurement and distribution of sanitary pads. Mr. Speaker, let me put on record that at no time did the Ministry of Education engage any company, contract any entity to supply sanitary pads at a unit cost per pack of 12 pieces at 45 Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, this is a falsehood. Mr. Speaker, the ministry segregated the total quantity of sanitary pads to be bought with the 292 million into two batches. The first batch composed of 6,607,095 pieces. The second batch composed of 5,601,245 packs. Mr. Speaker, as I speak to you today,
Listen.
6,607,173 packs have been distributed to 2,578,519 students. And it is again not accurate when the claim is made that our students in senior high schools were not included. Mr. Speaker, they were. And here is the breakdown. For the students in primary school, from primary 5 upwards, 398,701 female students in primary 5 and 6 benefited from the sanitary pads. For those in junior high school, 1,101,486 students benefited from the sanitary pads. And for those in secondary and TVET institutions, 968,285 students benefited. Mr. Speaker, on the matter of great concern, which has occasioned my participation in this debate, let me be specific. At no time did the ministry procure a pack of sanitary pads composed of 12 pieces at 45 Ghana cedis. The procurement was in the range of 19 Ghana cedis to 24 Ghana cedis. 19 was the lowest threshold, and the upper threshold was 24 Ghana cedis per pack. And the only reason why there is a variation in this range was because of the distance. Clearly, a supplier moving sanitary pads from a company producing them in Accra to my region of Upper East region would have to spend on transportation, given the distance. A supplier procuring in Accra and distributing to the Eastern region would also pay for the cost of transportation, but the distance is relatively short. And one of the agreements that we had with multiple suppliers, no sole sourced, like was being done before, no sole source, was that every supplier was mandated to work and add the cost of transportation at his or her own cost to the amounts I have stated. So it is never true that an amount of 45 Ghana cedis was used to procure a pack. Mr. Speaker, as I speak to you, the procurement processes have concluded and the distribution of the second batch of sanitary pads, 5.6 million, is currently ongoing. So when the finance minister makes reference to the quantity that has been used as a basis to calculate and to arrive at 45 Ghana cedis per pack, that does not include the second batch which is currently being distributed. Mr. Speaker, these are the facts. We promise the good people of Ghana to run an open, transparent, and an accountable government. And Mr. Speaker, that is exactly what we are doing. I recognize that our colleagues have been praying fervently on their knees day and night, wishing for a scandal. Mr. Speaker, they will not get a scandal. There is no scandal. No prices have been inflated. Senior high school students have benefited, and we will account duly to Ghanaians. Mr. Speaker, this is what I wanted to clarify. Having done so, let me add that the sanitary pads are benefiting Ghanaians and our girl child. The easy availability of these sanitary pads has brought about a new level of confidence for our girl children in school. It is also increasing retention, and we are beginning to see an improvement in educational outcomes. Let no one make a mistake. This is perhaps one of the most important interventions any government has ever made. Mr. Speaker, since I still have a few more minutes, let me take this opportunity to remind our friends opposite that John Dramani Mahama, the nation builder, the man who keeps his promises, who was accused falsely so of planning to collapse or cancel the free senior high school program, is the only president who has taken practical steps not only to sustain and improve it by allocating a whopping 4.2 billion Ghana cedis, but in addition, he has made provision towards ending the obnoxious double track system by allocating a specific amount of 1.1 billion Ghana cedis. This is the man you said was going to cancel the free senior high school. What he has done, you could not do it in entire 8 years. He has done it in only 1 year. In only 9 months. Mr. Speaker, as if that was not enough, John Dramani Mahama, since taking over the reins of governance of this country, has made sure that adequate provision is made to feed our wards in the secondary schools. If anyone in this hollow chamber can stand up and tell us from January 7th till today, an occasion where students had to demonstrate or schools had to be shut down due to inadequate food, I would cede my month's salary to that member. Mr. Speaker, since John Dramani Mahama took over the reins of this country, we have not heard of expired food. We have not heard of students eating the food they used to describe as donkey saliva or gari jollof. Students consume nutritious, balanced diets. They eat eggs, they eat sardines, and they eat beans, not weevil-infested beans. This is the change Ghanaians voted for. And that is exactly what John Mahama is delivering. Mr. Speaker.
Go ahead.
Mr. Speaker.
Go ahead.
Let me further indicate.
Honorable.
Let me further indicate.
Honorable.
Mr. Speaker.
The weevil-infested beans, please.
Oh,
Just
but Mr. Speaker, these are facts. These are facts.
What?
Mr. Speaker, as a member of the Public Accounts Committee, and any member of the Public Accounts Committee here would testify that even the Auditor General captured this in the Auditor General's report.
Clement, the facts are subjective. I am not aware. You may be aware. Somebody else may not be aware. Just withdraw that part for me. Yeah, just withdraw that part for me.
Mr. Speaker, then I would withdraw that and say students are no longer being fed unwholesome food.
Very well.
Mr. Speaker, again, in the area of education, for the first time in the history of our republic, our sons and daughters, our brothers and sisters who have disabilities are enjoying free education at the tertiary level. That wasn't enough for His Excellency the President. His Excellency the President, working with the Minister for Education, is introducing another intervention that would provide free education for learners with disabilities from the very basic level to the secondary level. And then when they enter or they transition to the university, they get free education. So essentially, John Dramani Mahama is introducing a policy that will make education from kindergarten to university free for all persons with disability. For 8 years. 8 years. They spent our money.
In our place, that time is
they
almost
spent
up.
our money excavating the biggest hole on the surface of the universe. They had no foresight.
Thank you.
They spent our hard-earned resources chartering luxurious flights so that they can freshen up in the air to the detriment of Ghanaians. So let no one make a mistake that John Dramani Mahama and the NDC government
Honorable members, return to Honorable Martin Dam. After
Thank you. Yes. Thank you, Honorable.
Honorable Dafiamapo. The majority have had 5 commentary. The minority have had 4. We are now going to the 5th.
Mr. Speaker, I am making this intervention on constitutional grounds. Mr. Speaker, yesterday, 24th of November, 2025, the High Court of Tamale, has ordered that the outcome of the election, please, these are very serious matters, that the outcome of the 7th of December election 2024, which brought the Honorable Nyindam to this house as the Honorable Member for Kwandai, was flawed, and therefore that election has been ordered to be rerun. Mr. Speaker, ipso facto, the Honorable Nyindam is no longer a member of this house. He's not. He's not. So hear me. So that you can respond. So by operation of law, is no longer a member of this house with a voice. That's number one. That's number one. That's number one. That's number one. Number two, Mr. Speaker, we have received the court orders and received proof of service. The orders of the court has been duly served on Parliament. It was served yesterday. Speaker, it will serve the minority to listen to me in silence. If they are minded to respond, then they can respond.
Honourable members, please, let's listen to him. Let's listen to him.
And we do it beautifully. So listen.
Let's listen to him, please.
Speaker, I have a copy of the proof of service of the orders of the Tamale High Court dated yesterday, 24th of November, and served on Parliament. The orders of the court was served by the court bailiff of the High Court Accra. It's called Solomon Osafu, bailiff of the High Court Accra. And I have the affidavit of service. So, Mr. Speaker, I will make all this available to the table office. Speaker, by operation of law, the Honorable Nyindam can no longer participate in our proceedings. If he's minded to appeal the decision of the High Court, it is his right, and he has done so. But it is tried that mere filing of an appeal does not operate as a stay of execution of the court's orders. Mr. Speaker, further, a mere filing of a stay of execution, please, there are two processes involved here. I've seen both copies. He has filed a notice of appeal. It does not operate as a stay against the execution of the orders of the High Court, Tamale. Two, a mere filing of a stay of execution application also does not operate as a stay against the execution of the orders of the court. So Parliament, having been duly served, has the duty and the law to ensure that the Honorable Nyindam is no longer extended cut seats by the House as extended to members. Mr. Speaker, I'm not raising these matters whimsically because precedents will guide us. Mr. Speaker, when the Honorable Jachi Kwesi was ordered by the court that he should go through rerun of his elections, members of this side at the time, mainly led by the now minority leader, spoke vociferously against the fact that the Honorable Jachi Kwesi cannot be entertained in this house. The issue was raised by Professor Kingsley Nyaku. He used to sit here, and that matter caught fire on this floor. Eventually, the Honorable Jachi Kwesi had to leave. So these matters, they are beaten path. This is a path that we have traveled. Precedent has been laid and set, or set and laid. So nobody can edge upon this house today that the Honorable Nyindam must have a voice today. It won't happen. It won't happen. So the orders of the High Court are directed at Parliament as well as the Electoral Commission to order for a rerun of the election within 30 days. Within 30 days upon the grant of that order. Speaker, there's no contrary order from the High Court, properly constituted, nor the Court of Appeal, staying that order of the High Court. And me, as the majority chief whip of this side, we will not sit and disobey the orders of the court. So we went through the processes painfully and got a judicial pronouncement. By all means, you can hold your press conferences outside and say things against the judiciary. We won't do that. We will observe the orders of the court. If you are minded, the tournament for doing so is in the courtroom. This is the presence of Parliament and the foyers of Parliament are forum non-convenience. A year ago, Mr. Speaker, if I may remind this House, when there were contentious matter and the Honorable Minority Leader, then Majority Leader, declared as Minority Leader and disagreed, he went to court to seek a judicial interpretation. And within 2 hours, he got a court order. He mounted a press conference on the steps of this Parliament and praised the judiciary to the high heavens less than 12 months ago. Today we are told that the judiciary is not fair. But these are not matters that we will table here. So I am only bringing this matter to the attention of the House, plenary. The Parliament has been properly served. It's not as though Parliament is not aware. Parliament is properly served. Speaker has been served. The clerk has been served. The legal department has been served. So the Honorable Nyindam is now a persona non grata on this floor and to the presence of this Parliament as a member of Parliament. The court says he must go back and go through the processes. If he's duly re-elected, he can come back. But for now, he cannot. So I won't belabor the point. Speaker, on this basis, on the totality of my submission, I pray that he must even be marched out of the chamber by precedent. I am not saying so. Precedent set by this side when they were here. And the Honorable Jachi Kwesi went back and returned triumphantly. So, what was good yesterday must be good today. We must, as leaders, we must live by principles. That is why when you set bad precedents and bad principles, you should know that tomorrow it may hurt you. So, Mr. Speaker, I have the backing of my side to demand that Honorable Nyindam does not participate further in the business of this House until he goes through re-election. Mr. Speaker, I so submit.
Yes, the Minority Leader. Yes, Minority Leader.
So let's have some silence with our case.
Minority Leader, let's hear you.
Mr. Speaker, I have listened to my colleague on the other side. He makes certain claims. I will address the factual claims and the legal submissions. So let me first deal with the factual issues and address the inconsistencies and inaccuracies there too. Mr. Speaker, never as deputy leader, never as leader of this house did I advocate that Honorable Jechikwesi, having lost a high court case, should be marched out of this chamber. I want the honorable member who is attempting to quote me to bring that Hansard. I challenge him on that. Mr. Speaker, I am surprised that Honorable Roxanne Defiamako is making an argument, and according to him, he is grounding it on principles. Mr. Speaker, let me spend a bit of time on Jechikwesi. After the High Court ruling, and he filed an appeal and a stay of execution, this house never denied Jechikwesi his right of entry and his right to be heard. Mr. Speaker, no, Hansard. That is why I love Hansard.
They went for an injunction.
Mr. Speaker, let us be very clear when we say that we are relying on precedents. In the 8th Parliament, where Right Honorable Speaker Bagbin presided, the High Court's Cape Coast ruling or judgment, let me say judgment, not ruling, the judgment of the High Court on the citizenship matter did not automatically lead to an order, because, Mr. Speaker, for Mr. Jechikwesi to be ordered out, it has to be done by the Speaker. My brother on the other side, who I so much respect, I have no doubt on the efficacy of his legal knowledge. We learn together, we study together, we pass our exams together, and he knows how much I respect him. I want him to give me proof that in the 8th Parliament, the Speaker read a communication and directed accordingly. There is none. I want him to bring Hansard with proof that first Deputy Speaker, or your good self, who was the second Deputy Speaker in the 8th Parliament, ordered Mr. Jechikwesi out of this chamber because there was a High Court order. I am aware that the matter came up, but no such order was directed, because I also remember that your side argued that he had filed a stay of execution pending the hearing of his appeal. Mr. Speaker, for the avoidance of doubt, whereas in the Jechikwesi matter, the judgment of the courts was made available to all parties. It will interest Honorable Defiamako, who is today arguing that a member who has been regularly elected, sworn in, be removed because there is an order of a court, when the judge himself said his judgment is not ready. His judgment will be ready on Friday. That is what the judge said. in open court. Listen, the right to be heard does not simplicity mean that you create just the opportunity. That right must manifest in the process of hearing, which would be called fair hearing. Mr. Speaker, the next leg of his argument is that a stay of execution does not operate as a stay. Mr. Speaker, with respect, I have spent years in the courtroom. I have been a active practicing lawyer in the Superior Court of this country. And I know my friend to be a practicing lawyer as well. Law and politics may have interlocking interests, but I beg to submit that where the interest of politics is that of convenience, that interest must give way to the law. And no submission should be advanced to make convenience subdue due process and law. Mr. Speaker, what the Honorable Dafia Makwa is directing you to do is highly inappropriate, improper. And Mr. Speaker, he adds on to his submissions with a very dangerous precedent. A while ago, though I said it on a lighter note, he was concerned that such words, such phrases ought not to be used. And I agreed with him. How do you, as a leader, in making your case, create an impression that this is a chamber of brow? This is not a chamber of brow. This is not a brow chamber. We all discuss and judge all. So to say that it will not happen, we will not allow. No. Honorable Eche Dafia Meko, it is no more about, for me, Mr. Speaker, Honorable Dafia Makwa has always been calling on my side to hear him in silence. There are people who try to create all manner of things, but they don't have a heart to receive back. So they should check their body language before they start reporting to Mr. Speaker that somebody is intimidating them. They intimidate, insinuate, and act up. When they are getting the same taste, a bite of their actions, then they are crying. If they don't have the energy, they should be quiet and listen. After all, I've been here, this is my fourth term. Mr. Speaker, we are not here with manpower. We are not doing a macho business in this chamber. So, we'll be told that a certain 189 has the macho power to move Honorable Nyindam out. No. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Matthew Nyindam, as the applicant himself said, and the applicant here is Honorable Dafia Meko, he himself conceded that he has become aware that there is a stay of execution that has been duly filed if the High Court judge, who at first instance will hear that application, is minded, he should speedily determine for the man to pursue his case at another level. Mr. Speaker, this is a democracy. Let us allow due process of law. Let us not, for whatever convenience, attempt to frustrate others. Mr. Speaker, we know of what happened on election night, where members on this side who had won their elections through machoism and attacks were denied their votes. We know what we've all gone through. So is this nation today encouraging violence, machoism as a way to move our democracy forward? I beg to say no. And it should never come out of the mouth of a member of parliament that it should never come out of a member of parliament's mouth that he will not allow by what means. After all, in a worst case scenario, if the member remains here or decides to participate in the words of Harun Idrisu, minority leader as he then was, the decision, Mr. Speaker, I am dealing with Hansard. No, yes, don't worry, leader. You know what stuff I've made of. I will not get into waters that I'm unsure my ability to swim ashore. I'm very careful, extremely careful. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Harun Idrisu, minority leader, as he then was, in the matter of Jechikwesi, where a court process had been served on Parliament and on Honorable Jechikwesi, at the swearing in, argued that the filing of the injunction, Mr. Speaker, in that case it was even an injunction. In that case it was even an injunction order, an express court order, where, Mr. Speaker, there was no process that had been filed by Honorable Jechikwesi. Even so, the contention of the respected minority leader, as he then was, Honorable Harun Idrisu, was to the effect that if he decides to go against a court order, it is his sole responsibility. If in this country, as part of the jurisprudence, if you disobey a court order, it amounts to a contempt. And contempt of court is a quasi-criminal offense that you, the one who is disobeying the court, you are solely responsible. So, Mr. Speaker, this debating chamber must not metamorphose into a constitutional chamber. We should not attempt to advance a constitutional argument and make a constitutional determination where we know that there is another chamber responsible for that. Today it may be Nyinda. So, Mr. Speaker, for anybody to make an argument of convenience and try to shape it in a certain form, clothe it in a certain form, to impose it on us, Mr. Speaker, we will not accept it. I therefore pray, Mr. Speaker, that his request or prayer to you be rejected. Mr. Speaker, the honorable member who is seated in this chamber, who is part of the 87 of the minority caucus, and it is his turn to debate. Mr. Speaker, unless our friend, the majority chief whip, wants to use a physical means to disobey your order or your ruling, or do anything to otherwise disturb the peace of this chamber, he cannot invite you to make a constitutional pronouncement. To deny Honorable Nyindam his right to represent his people who have elected him for 4 years. Mr. Speaker, he has not slept on his rights. Honorable Nyindam has not slept on his rights. Mr. Speaker,
The judgment is not ready. There's no injunction.
please, I've made all the legal submissions. I've addressed the factual inaccuracies, as well as, Mr. Speaker, as well as all the factual inaccuracies, the allegations that he made bringing me in, that I, as majority leader, made argument to the effect that Judge Kwesin should be denied entry, and that the majority then denied Judge Kwesin entry. Mr. Speaker, it never happened. The majority never did that because the majority has no such powers. Mr. Speaker, if there are maneuvering to get the chair to subject this parliament to the pleasure of the majority, Mr. Speaker, that must cease. It is not going to help democracy. Now, Mr. Speaker, the last leg of my argument, I am aware of the Asefua, the Vincent Asefua case. The ratio in that matter must be distinguished. It's very clear. Nobody should construe that. What the Supreme Court, through my Lord Kulendi, said in the Asefua case is different in form and shape from this very matter. It is. Where he said a party files an injunction, and then that injunction against a state institution or an organ of state, and argue that until that application is granted, it does not deny that state institution or that organ of government from performing its statutory or constitutional mandate, must be distinguished from the matter before us. This is a matter of human rights. The right of a duly elected member of parliament. He has not filed that process to stop a state institution from performing its function. That's not what he's doing. He has been elected bona fide. You know that. For 4 years. We cannot create any temporal vacuum whatsoever. Mr. Speaker, the issue of representation is a sine qua non matter. Representation of people. Mr. Speaker, when my Lord Atuguba in the Akufo-Addo and others against John Dramani Mahama, and another, colleagues, this is a time for all of us to learn. So please, I need your attention. These are very serious arguments. You won't always get me on my feet to advance such serious constitutional arguments. So pay attention. Yes. Mr. Speaker, in the matter of Akufo-Addo and others against John Dramani Mahama and another, Mr. Speaker, my Lord Atuguba, speaking on behalf of the majority, said that the argument of the plaintiff on annulment of votes because same were not signed by the presiding officers as provided for by the regulation must not be entertained, because there had been regular votes and those votes must be respected. My Lord Atuguba invoked the prudence rule. I'm not here to educate us or give a lecture on the rule of prudence. I'm not going to do that. It's a matter that the applicant himself knows. When procedure and prudence clash, procedure will give way to prudence. And therefore it will be prudent for us to allow Honorable Nyindam to remain with us as a member of parliament, because it's a constitutional right he's exercising for and on behalf of the Pandai people. And Mr. Speaker, we cannot say that he should be walked out, or the majority cannot say that they will not allow him to be in this chamber. There is no such precedence. When the Jachi question matter occurred, there was no directive from the chair, neither was there a metro power from the majority to walk him out of this chamber. It did not happen. Jachi question remained a member of parliament. He continued to receive his salary. Mr. Speaker, Jachi question's salary was not stopped. His car loan was not taken from him. His benefits were not taken from him. Mr. Speaker, he was allowed to go through the full process, all the way to the Supreme Court. Mr. Speaker, all the way to the Supreme Court, until the Supreme Court made its determination. Then eventually there was a by-election. So, Mr. Speaker, what is good for the goose is good for the gander. What was done by the NDC minority as they were in the 8th Parliament must be done for Honorable Matthew Nyindam of Pandai, who is with the minority caucus. Mr. Speaker, without more, I would resume my seat and pray that you allow him to make his submissions as part of his own contribution on this matter before us, Mr. Speaker. Thank you so much indeed.
Thank you very much. Honorable members, I've heard you. Honorable members, honorable
Mr. Speaker,
leader, you
Mr.
made the
Speaker,
application.
please.
I've heard
Mr.
you.
Speaker, these are very serious matters.
It's okay. It's okay.
No, Mr. Speaker, hear me.
Leader,
Mr.
leader,
Speaker,
we have so many things to do today.
Mr. Speaker,
So
I
many
agree.
things.
Mr. Speaker, I agree. Mr. Speaker,
Leader, I've not
Mr.
given you the.
Speaker.
I've not given you the platform.
Mr.
Leader,
Speaker, please
you
hear
hold
me.
on. I've not given you the platform. You
Mr. Speaker, please
put
hear
up
me.
the mic first. Honorable members, I listened to the application by the majority chief whip. I've also listened to the minority leader. The Speaker of Parliament has indicated to me that I should freeze this particular matter relating to Honorable Matthew Nyindam. And therefore, I'm not going to make any comment on it. I pray that we hold on with the discussion or the commentary on the budget and move on to something else. So that is my discussion. So Mr. Speaker will take on this matter when he takes the seat. So, leadership, let's look at something else to do.
Speaker, Speaker, may we take motion number 20?
Speaker,
motion number 20. That will be the third reading of the value-added tax bill. Thank you very much. Speaker, the finance minister, I just realized that he stepped out of the chamber. So may I seek your leave to permit the deputy minister for finance to do this on his behalf? I thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move that the value-added tax bill 2025 be now read a third time. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. So I've done a lot for today. I will let the first deputy speaker to also continue.
Yes, Honorable Deputy Finance Minister, let me hear you.
Mr. Speaker, I already moved, but I want to repeat that I move that the value-added tax bill 2025 be now read for the third time. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, motion for the third reading of the value-added tax bill 2025 ably moved. Any seconder?
Mr. Speaker, I write to second the motion captured at page 9 of today's order paper.
Honorable members, motion moved and seconded, and it is for the consideration of the House. Honorable members, I will put a question. The question, therefore, is: as many as are in favor of the motion, say aye. Aye. Those against, say no. The ayes have it. The motion is accordingly carried.
An act to revise and consolidate the law relating to the imposition of the value-added tax and to provide for related matters.
Honourable members, the value-added tax bill 2025 is duly read the third time and accordingly passed. Honourable members, yes.
Speaker, we may have to go back to motion number 8A to continue with to take comments on the budget statement.
Honourable members, I have heard my colleague speaker loud and clear that the instruction is to defer the issue under consideration as well as the continuation of the commentary on the estimate. So I intend not to vary that particular, the budget statement, the commentary on the budget statement. So once these matters are deferred, I don't intend to vary that directives. So, honourable members, in the circumstances, we are here to conclude some issues on the other bills. I don't know whether we've gone beyond 5 hours or not. Honourable members, the indication is clear. So if you have not done beyond 5 hours, let's do the needful.
Speaker, we've done 4.5 hours.
Very well, then I expect the needful in the circumstances.
Speaker, I pray that in the absence of any further business, we have two statements. Okay. Mr. Speaker, In the absence of any further business, I move that the House be adjourned until tomorrow midday. Thank you.
Motion move for adjournment. Any seconder?
Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion.
Honourable members, motion move and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. Honourable members, I will put the question. As many as are in favour of the motion for adjournment say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The motion is adopted. The House is accordingly adjourned till Thursday, the 27th day of November 2025 at 12 o'clock in the forenoon. Thank you very much, honorable members.
Yes.
Budget committee, budget committee, starting 9.